YouTubers, I hope you're all safe and well. Welcome back to our next installment of the Olympia 2022 Bikini Preview List. Today we'll be going through part 2 of the Bikini Olympia lineup, doing a quick preview on the next batch of competitors. If you haven't already, go check out part 1 after you finish this video. Okay, without any further ado, let's get into it. Yan Gao hails out of my neighbouring country, New Zealand. I'm super impressed with Yan because in her first ever pro show, she won, which also earned her a ticket through to Olympia. How cool is that? She still needs to develop a bit more muscle mass to hang in there with the top competitors, but overall, she has a really nice look, structure and flow to her physique. What a wonderful first year as a pro for Yan, and who doesn't want to see a debutante do well at the Big O? Maureen Blanquisco is representing Norway and the Philippines, and oh, where do I start? She has the perfect balance to her physique from her upper to lower body. She also has that undeniable bubbly muscle look, where you can't help but be wowed. I'd also say that she is one of the best posers on stage. She brings that sauciness and exudes tons of confidence. Maureen placed 3rd last year, which is an outstanding achievement, but every true competitor goes into a show to win, and I know Maureen will have her eyes on the prize this year. She is looking leaner and denser than ever. Big expectations on Maureen. Eli Fernandez, coming out of Mexico, is another outstanding competitor and has an incredible frame. It well and truly looks like she has filled it out this year, with that flattering bubbly muscle look. I would actually love to see Ellie and Maureen stand up next to each other on the O stage to see how they compare. I have learnt one thing: you can never rule out Ellie because she is so consistent in every show she enters, and she is coming into her prime. Jill Moret Smits is from Thailand. I don't know too much about Jill, but wow, what a beautiful physique. What jumps out to me is her hourglass shape she has built, with lat development, a little waist, and she pops at the hips. It looks like Jill won a pro show in Thailand, landing her spot at Olympia. It will be interesting if she can compete with the top level from the rear. Ashlyn Little, repping the USA, has taken the division by storm this year, dominating and taking out multiple shows. She has proven she is a force to be reckoned with. Ashlyn is the real deal, and buckle up guys, because I think this will be her best year yet. She has tons of muscle and has been very competitive with the top tier athletes. On the back of her momentum and with her experience on the Olympia stage, I know she'll be gunning for her best placing yet. Hae-Eun Kim is competing for South Korea. I remember watching her at the Olympia last year and thinking I really love her look. She has a nice flow and an overall feminine feel to her package. She won a pro show back in April this year, so I'm sure she has been hard at work to present her best self in a short couple of weeks' time. She is coached by the heavyweight coach Kim Odo, so we all know she's in safe hands. Aleksandra Banda hails out of Australia. She's the only Aussie competing in the O, but honestly, I probably couldn't think of anyone better to represent the land from down under. Yes, she has not competed much on the global stage and has not been in front of the head judges, but I feel like her physique will do all the talking. The photos of Alex do not give her justice. She has an incredibly tiny waist and a beautiful structure. This will be her big debut, and we'll see if she has enough muscle mass to match it with the big names. But let me tell you, Alex is only going to get better and better, you will see. Layug will be representing the USA and is the 2020 Olympia Bikini champ. And after taking a year off last year, Jenna is back. So let's not forget that Jenna is defending her title, as she technically never lost it. Jenna is pretty much the epitome of that feminine look in bikini. She has that pretty muscle look, she is drop dead gorgeous, and she never misses a beat with her posing. She even has her signature front pose, which is pretty iconic. I'm excited to see how Jenna will fare against Jen, Lauralie and Ashley with their more muscular builds. Lucia Malavaze representing the USA and Brazil. She's such a delight to watch on stage. I love the flair and sass she brings. She just radiates confidence, which is a positive in pretty much everything in life, including the Olympia stage. Her physique development is also very impressive, enabling her to stand up on stage with the top competitors. Lucia placed 10th last year, so obviously she has what it takes to stand out from the crowd and impress the judges. Sierra Swan hails out of the USA. She has been qualified for Olympia twice, and this year got her golden ticket off the back of her win at the California Night of Champions show. Sierra is another one where you constantly see her get great placings with most shows she enters, which just highlights her consistency. It's easy to gravitate towards her body as she has a really pleasing look. I'm excited to see how she goes on the Big O stage. Gabriella Mohamed is representing the USA. I'm always in awe of Gabby's physique. Like seriously, look at that muscle. You can't help but look. I may be remembering incorrectly, but I have a feeling she even had to downsize a little bit to better fit the bikini criteria. This just tells you how jacked she is. But besides that, she's a beautiful girl with endless potential for this sport. Keen to see if she can crack it into that top 15. Jinbin Park coming out of South Korea. Now I don't know too much about Jinbin, but what stands out to me is her broad clavicle base and well built out delts. It really makes for a phenomenal taper to her lats and waist, where she just pops out at the hips. Jordan Fisher hails out of the USA and could well be a contender for the Rookie of the Year, winning the Dallas Pro at her pro debut. Wow, that in itself is just insanely incredible. But now she is stepping it up a notch, hopping onto the Olympia stage. But you know what, from looking at her physique, she is well and truly ready for the challenge. Her balance is amazing, she has well built out delts and popping glutes. And you know what they say, bikini is all about delts and glutes. I'm pumped to see if she can make her Rookie of the Year even better and slip into that top 15. Christina is Austrian and earned her Olympia qualification at a pro show in Italy. You may have heard me say it before, but I really like what these Euro competitors bring with beautiful aesthetics to the division, and I feel like we are seeing more and more of them hit the big shows in the US. It will be interesting to see if the posing affects her at this show, because we all know the posing in Euro has far more flair than in the States. Erin Stern is from the USA and is an absolute veteran of the sport, previously winning the women's figure at Olympia twice and has since transitioned to the bikini division. That is pretty stuck CV if you ask me. Erin is an inspiration to many and still continues to push ahead. Honestly, I think she just loves this sport and have a lot of respect for that. Coming from women's figure, she has a great muscle base, but has been able to nicely refine it to fit the bikini criteria. She came out at 15th place last year, so let's see what she can bring this year. Bola is South Korean. Again, this is a competitor who I have not heard about before, but I absolutely adore how many international competitors are in this lineup. Bola got her Olympia qualification at the Korea Pro and also competed in Japan this year. She has an amazing physique from the front. Again, I want to see if she can match it with the rear pose. Susana Arameo is repping Argentina. She is a beautiful girl with such a striking look. Susana almost reminds me of a mini wellness competitor. She has great symmetry, aesthetic lines, and from looking at past stage videos on Instagram, she also has some real flair on stage. What a lineup we have on our hands this year. I think there will be some international wildcards which get their name out there in the main circuit. Jessica Wilson, hailing out of the USA, is another veteran of the bikini division, taking out the 2022 Chicago Pro. She also competed at the likes of the New York Pro, the Patriots Challenge, and the Republic of Texas shows, earning some good placings. Under the tutorage of Kim Odo, she hit the target more times than not, and I am positive she'll be pushing to bring her best package yet to the O stage. Laura Ziv, or Zivy as I like to call her, is representing France. She is such a genuine and kind person. I'm over the moon she got her O qualification this year because I know how much she has dedicated to making this dream a reality. She has made some impressive improvements this year with her new coach James Ayot, and her physique is definitely deserving of the O stage. I can't wait to see her flaunt her gains on stage, and I will be rooting for her. Amy Leanne Velasquez is from the USA. I believe Amy is a whole package and I honestly believe she can crack into that top 10 if she comes in 100%. She's strong from the front and she's strong from the back. She has an incredible structure, presents immaculately, has great overall muscle development. She just keeps getting better and better. I honestly think the sky's the limit for Amy. Now that is all for today. I will drop the third and final video for the Olympia preview over the coming days. Let me know which smokies you think will crack into that top 15, and don't just say the obvious names, ones you're really rooting for, the underdogs. Please like, subscribe, check out my Insta. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Over and out from Bikini Nation.